brain needs a lot of energy to function, a lot, despite the fact that the average adult brain is only about 2% of your total body mass. It uses a full 20% of the energy you spend while at rest. To keep all your brain functions going, neurons, the cells that make up your brain, have to constantly be at the ready, and that is no easy task.
Listen, it sounds like gold, and we still got the Midas touch. We hit 'em up with proverbs of the Midas club. I'm infinite, away from this meat, and that is block. Hair spinning, 360 degrees, we cipher much. Know the ledge and visualize the science of art. Proper picture, we ain't going back to the drawing board. I'm the groom, the future's bright, even when things fall apart. Cross the art, I fall back, I'm ball on card. Victory's mine, even though tomorrow is not promised. They hating, trying to take me out like a fixture notice. I killed the last and left in the pan that was boxed the hopeless. In the lab, looking through a crystal ball when I wrote this. I speak up, raise the ears to the sky and listen up. Dream about the space I did, but still ain't sleeping up. Drop the mic, I hope I see the next sunrise so I can make hay. No dose, so I keep the umbrella for when you day.
The mind is a mystery, studying art is history. When you conceive thought is victory. Think about the mission you have to envision. Yeah, the wisdom, there's something in you that paints the picture. Yeah, paint the picture, the mind is a mystery. Studying art is history. When you conceive thought is victory. Think about the mission you have to envision. Yeah, the wisdom, there's something in you that paint the picture. My thoughts are like lightning sparks, it succeeds thunder. After making a way, it's create a place I can escape and not meet blunders. Once a complete scumbag, but the imagination transformed the persona, my old self. I commit murder, we loved each other, but the picture was beyond short. And that changed my goal, I hit poles and switch roles to be top notch. Of course, my vision was way beyond the sight of old heads. Sitting in the mountains, seeing beyond the optics of grown men. Talking of seas and soul them, my ultrasound that terrorist manches. The threats all around me were all more than. Think of buildings and invention that could be accessed with a time machine. Not a clockmaker nor a top baker, but the bread on stacks with buy machines. And I'ma write my team like it's my in and does the job. Wild thought, lost in the jungle, not lying, but it won cops. Talk forth, ain't enough tool to know the work of a hard heart. When the sun's scorched, no one tells ahead. The mind is a mystery, studying art is history. When you conceive thought is victory. Think about the mission you have to envision. Yeah, the wisdom, there's something in you that paint the picture. Yeah, paint the picture, the mind is a mystery. Studying art is history. When you conceive thought is victory. Think about the mission you have to envision. Yeah, the wisdom, there's something in you that paint the picture. Paint the picture.
The right posterior part of the brain, the part that's involved, we think, with production of art, is starting to remodel and rebuild. This loss of function in her language circuit accelerated the growth in her visual circuitry. I think the brain compensates for the loss. This is exactly what happens. As you lose one circuit, another circuit is turned on more of the time. It compensates and it develops new skills that allow us to cope.
So it's a very interesting case where the balance of the brain was altered, and during the course of this alteration, the other side of the brain appears to have compensated with the emergence of new talents, almost savant-like.
Yeah, it's DT and Infinite. Hell is cold. So cold. Listen, guess what? Hell is cold, what an irony. Couldn't burn out the galleries. Got you chilling, feeling like you enslaved to salaries. Causing thoughts with a cavalry. Had this freezing, losing emotions, called the styles none. But missionaries, and I'm a visionary. But you had to see the end result when you clouded or surrounded among men that you don't share the foresight. But I'm upright. It's alright to adapt to a new reality. Finally, I grabbed the concept of hell entirely because I'm in heaven and it's hot. Smoking lessons burns out demons that made me corrupt. So I started to trust the heat like a baseball coach. Faced all folks that made hell look good and raised more hopes. They raised blunt chokes that sun was sinking. Dipped in the well of hell filled with ice packs. Now I'm writing ice raps, even the angels in heaven like that. They tie back when I chat with them in my head. Back then it was the genius devil in the crew that swallowed my bread. My mind was ahead, even when I look back. Used to rap, bring me to reality thanks to boom bap. Tupac advocate the changes and it's evident. The coldness of hell made me negligent. Froze my blood, rode my horse in the lab like I was an experiment. Not trying to marry men, and the experience made me say this. I was dead, but in the underworld I was king like Hades. King like Hades.
It must be easy to hide behind an intellect so powerful.
I'm not hiding. There's your problem. Your perspective is clouded by the cumbersome weight of emotion, without which my logic is perfectly sound.
Listen, I need a ride in space so I can ride with a fishy pan. No flotation device, my thoughts sink to a deeper sense. Death game, we all play to a good reaper end. Journey of a star, till I turn a big deeper man. Outshine the constellation in your personal space. My racing over the finish line with a normal pace. Your life is on deck, and the cars are soon flying. Death is an artist who sketches the art of dying. The eye of horrors, just master the artist's spine. The bruised eyes crying, no target, your mark is lying. Call my name, I walk in with a frozen flame. Hell is cold, get the picture in a broken frame. The devil is a fighter, but God remains unbeatable. We can't box with God, arms are not reachable. But destiny calls, a number is not reachable. I see the writing from the wall, but all not readable. I walk between the lines on the page, where the rhyme reside. Record my whole life in the brain, let the mind reside. Heaven and hell, what's the proof? It's to the sign side, know the science, know the ledge. From the master side, the devil keep coming at me with a poker face, subliminal of the economical floating speeds. We only die once, son, and the 40 keys. So I embrace the part of vanity, just in case.
Psychotechnology.
The battle for the mind. It's the new arms race, the holy grail of global sovereignty. And with your help, we've just managed to leave our competitors in the proverbial dust.
Drowned in the forest. Why is hell so cold? I laugh as pain grows. Thoughts of lost hope. A crow brought a skull with an eye and a bow to show me the way to go, the place where pharaohs go.
You guys want a story? Yeah, I got a story. Fucking doozy. Starts like this. On the seventh day, God rested.
My favorite guy.
Yeah, but he's God, so he knew that after 6 days of crazy, he got to rest on Sunday, right?
Rest every day.
But what about those poor bastards going through 6 days of crazy, not knowing if the seventh day is going to be a day of rest, or just another day of the shitstorm? Those are the poor bastards we should toast.
This shitstorm.
Who knows? Maybe a couple of angels come along and nudge him in the right direction. But I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yo. Begun in the late mid-90s when the king was born. The journey's been way back before the kingdom come. During the times of Tupac's freedom songs, Nelson Mandela was already on air. Mama gave birth to me and the fam was prepared. Dead hands on the red, good drive, so we're never scared. Took my first step as a toddler with my leather pets. Grew up fast, baby class introduced me to nursery rhymes. All the times I memorized a lot of corny lines like twinkle twinkle little star. Mine spared me and my mommy's fine. And my money shine helped me to wipe the dishes before I grew. 22 months later, I became a big bro, not longer the only child, cause I had a brother too. The responsibility of being a model inspired me soon. It was tasking though, but I had no clue that it was gonna keep coming. So what could I do? Kept growing up. My uncle had a lot of hip-hop tapes, 50 cents, Big Pun, Jay-Z, and every week he'd bring more tapes. Not for my sake, but when he's out I have a sneak listen. As a young lad, it's and take over where the street disses. Learn that it could be very expressive on sick beatings. But what did I know? I was carried away as I moved with the flow. By the end of primary school, I was already exposed, coupled with the environment I grew up in, but never graduated from going to school. Mama's school muffin. Was too lucky. In high school I met fellows with same passion. You know what happens to like minds, like magnets, the attraction. Instead of skinny jeans and tight shirt, baggy stuffs were our fashion. Mimicking hip-hop music videos, the slang, gang signs and all the action. We won the mansion. SS1 had the first studio experience about love and making it. It was like my mouth was in the loo, I was saying shit. I already had a couple of baby seats, so I was careful in the wardens. Hitting the boots became a habit as I got used to recording. Couple of singles came out, that ain't like I had demons in Borden. The flows were flooding. 20 years after I was born, I dropped my project. That tape proved that I had taste and communicated my progress. Oh yes, no be today, lyricism kept me away from top prime. This verse took me way back, so once upon a rhyme.
the distinction between an MC and a rapper, you know, to me it's kind of simple. I think an MC is a little more witty with his word craft, you know what I mean? It's like a little more intricate with the vocab. I think rappers are more like, you know, party rappers, you know what I mean?
I'm just an MC, pen and pad is my tool, I wanna rhyme. I have a thought, life that is rough to make the world sublime. Just an MC whose hearts have been punctured but function. So I'm using the experience to appraise the culture, not the vulture. Just an MC that scavenge on whack heads, like my men history. I've walked there, I'm about 10. The racism is my anthem. I'm just an MC that wanna showcase skills or metaphors, punches, all the devices as they spills. I'll praise peace after acting a rebel in the booth. Because I'm just an MC that contradicts what I stand for, and that's the truth. Back to the roots, I've been an MC that not letting go of his originality. I'm staying firm to the teachings while I do away with toxic vanity. I'm just an MC with a broad thought mind states beyond an average mind. An MC that looks weird with a billionaire brain like Kanye's type.
Stole the engine, got Spain to write a verse. You don't reflect your drug dealer, you buy the verse. It's quite absurd, I make waves, you try to serve. Straight to the point, but sometimes I try to curve. I'm just an MC with my pen game. Crazy rounds to write will make your brain freeze. Out of this world, the mind is the spaceship, yo. Brace yourself and witness the end game, yo. Infinite, I'm just an MC from Croc City. No stress, I'm trying to sound beef like Puff Diddy. Staying faith with a cross, with a pen in my hand. Praise Allah, I grab the mic and take the last stand. Cold lyrics to hand freeze, trying to check my song. The magnum opus of the mastermind is yet to come. Every bomb track of mine is infinite megatons. It try to cop block me, but I get it head along.
I think a MC, man, what makes an MC is his word play and the way he puts words together and the way he uses different rhythms and different concepts and things of that nature, you know what I mean? And I think we need a little more of that in the game right now, because there's, you know, a lot of party rap going on right now, which is, you know, it's good. You know, we gotta keep in mind, you know, the consumer gotta make sure that they keeping everything, you know, kind of, you know, even, so that, you know, the rap, you know, the real rap, I might say, gets his proper play. And, you know, at the same time, there's room for everything else too, you know what I mean?
Everybody's back, doesn't bother him. He's losing the ball.
I mean, Doug's taking that personally. And Curry with the left. Took the ball.
Had a key, the offensive playmaker is back with the A's. I shot at every defense you play. Y'all chicken heads and getting any technical foul play. The ball is in my call, so every play I get a death sentence. So playing your white tape. Point guard, ball in check, never flying off the handle. Step to me and lose your pivot, that's a violation of travel. Destination, you fall victim of my ankle breaking skill. The game is boring, step and get a mental passing drill. Chalking your ball, go ahead and jump through hoops. Even in open shots, air ball is a specialty when you shoot. So quit the gun balls, you wanna hit your target from a free throw line. You wanna go at shooting your mouth offline. But I'm steady blocking your subliminal shots off the rim. Mind game, I drive you out of your mind all the way to the rim. Talking offensive attack, and if I wanna break fast. And if the stage whack, I play James Harden and step back.
He knows he's in trouble right here. As James steps back, Hazonia runs into Harden. That's the second step back three that James has made this game.
The chick making passes like she trying to give me assist. Beyond a 3-point arc, 8 sideways on a shooting spree. I'm a sniper, long range shooter like Steph C. But I never means I got 100% efficiency. Your best defense is a mismatch, you can't guard me. I'm hot with your finger on the trigger. You wouldn't make me freeze, you're getting boxed out. But I'm thinking outside of it. Maybe on the same page with y'all, I write rhyme on it. Cypher is my signature move, you said a sign in it. Hit him with the pros, but I still put a rhyme in it. One-on-one, you couldn't create space, born in a nice breach. I beat the gal quickly, then cross over like Kyrie. Levels fly overhead, like a bypass mind breach. Infinite God game, steady playing mind tricks. Brain off safety, loaded to kick around. So don't play a Russian roulette with my own peace of mind.
And with the foul, Nation, ball handlers, two attackers. Steph, 10-3, they average about 5 more threes a game than anybody else in the league average making. But Utah is number 3. Hart, put him in the popcorn machine. And then dusted him up. He's in the one-on-one situation. There goes Ricky Rubio. And Tucker in foul trouble. Hart goes right by Eagles. Nobody home. Count it. And 1.
Remember that? So why would you let your player be on the island? Where is the help? This is not Ingles' fault. He can't keep up with Harden and the crossover in his game. He needs help, not just to reach in by favors.
Up people, getting double teams, and then the kick out. And the Spurs answer Golden State's 8-0 run with a 10-0 run of their own, which is finally snapped by Steph Curry.
Just as much as any rap accolade that you can get, when you're rating an album, you subconsciously say, oh, how many mics does it get? No shots to any other publication or any other rating system, but the mics are the most recognizable form of a rap rating in any album. It's gonna continue to matter as long as rappers continue to get mad or happy about it.
Yo, I'm entitled to every mic, so fuck 5 mics. It's a chess move, I deliver the L to your white knight. All hands on deck, my city won't bang with your stereotype, right? You smoke weed, you get a slap to the face, and that's a high five. You play dead, I eject you off my record deck. Show respect, you source 5 mics on a record set. You giraffe and bite rhymes, I twist and break your neck over your head. You hype only to break your sweat. Catch a bit to a sinker when I spit a punchline hook. Infinite mark engraved on the cover of my rhyme book. Fight across D and I and get a free pass to the casket. I shoot, you jump through hoops and get trapped in the basket. You wanna act real, but I can see the gimmicks in the flick. I change the script, edit and delete you off the scene. Technically, this is war, but I come with a peace. Too much friction won't let me let it slide in the beef.
Has the criteria for what makes a 5-mic album, has that changed over the years?
Just the same as it's always been. Production-wise, has to be off the charts. Lyrically, you gotta be off the charts. You gotta be able to push the genre.
Yeah. Okay, guess. Been in this game for almost a decade. Insane, apart from the saves, I think I should recruit boys like the brigade to raise an army that will fuse bombs and the grenades. The shatter minds, rhymes I like that go off the heads like Baba Hype. I'd rather strike than ever dumb down my composition. Same agendas, different time frames, new calendars, more opposition. I'm in a position to go against what I'm built for, to make classics. Now the game can't move without me like a cue ball. Raise wax sheet that an inspective book for. Oh, I mean book full. I don't mind decimating to make a point. Infinite thought, so me and A sideways laser joint. To appraise the movement, always on the walk, ain't idle man. I tell my children, I didn't blow because 5 mics was my entitlement. Fuck that.
It was no science behind the mics. It was just they were the only cats that were educated in how they could express themselves in terms of what they felt over an album.
The average hip-hop fan makes purchasing decisions off of critics. Do you think that the 5 mics matters to them as much as it did, say, 10 years ago, or 15 years ago, or 20 years ago for the fan?
This generation, it doesn't matter because to the founding generation and the one after that for hip-hop, it does because that was the only system that had the weight to really rate these albums, and the people behind who were rating these albums had the validity to do it. It just doesn't matter to this generation that we're currently in. The critics, we needed them to validate that project. Now, we don't have to wait. We have Twitter, we have the blog site. The need for the critics is not as dire as it used to be. Back in the day, it was. We needed that critic, we needed that approval to go get an album.